And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you've been with us before or if you're just joining us, welcome. I am Coach Stephen Butler. Today we have St. John's College under 15A against Pretoria Boys High School under 15A. I have the distinct pleasure of being joined in the booth by my friend and basketball colleague, Sakana Nkobeni, one of South Africa's finest ball players and basketball minds, and we will bring you the play-by-play and commentary for the action that's going to commence shortly.
Morning, Coach. This should be one of those games where it's under 15. They know a little bit more. They can take a little bit more instruction from Coach and should be able to execute better than the under 14 did. So exciting new matchup. It should be back and forth. As we know, 4 quarters, 10 minutes each, running time, and it should make for a nice pace from both teams.
Yes, and we have two opponents that are well known to each other as far as programs, very established basketball programs in the province and in the country, with St. John's and St. Pretoria Boys High. As we look at the team lineups,
St. John's, we have Sid Wang, Shozi, Silepe, Twanswa, Maseko, Duboya, and that should be a nice lineup. Well, they do have all 12 players, and Dominic Regley. I normally just mention the top 5 players and the rest of the guys. And from there, Coach should pick his top 5. And then from Pretoria Boys, we have Disaka, Karibe. Well, we've got 2 brothers on the team. Silepe, Okubuja, Usakwa. 2 brothers, well, 2 sets of brothers, Fargas. Timothy, Thomas and Nicholas, Ike, Avanga, Logan van der Walt, and Sakata. So both teams, 12 players, which makes it interesting. Will coaches be going deep into their bench? Do they have a core 8? Or how does it work? How does your lineups normally work, Coach?
I normally go in, if I got a 12-man roster, I will probably come in with an 8 to 10-man rotation in mind for that game. If there's a blowout situation, maybe guy number 11, 12, they can get some minutes or whatever. But I want all 12 guys prepared to get on the floor and play.
I normally would prepare all 12. Why? Because it's running, it's 12, it's fast-paced. So I want them to get used to that intensity and everyone get game feel before we get into the more serious competitive round. So everyone to get the vibe of the tournament, impose our will early so all guys get a taste. Because you don't want your bench guys to be contributing when the game has slowed down.
Right.
So you want them to be refined and get a nice taste.
Exactly.
For the game.
You want to, like you say, it's ideal to have all 12 ready to go because you never know what will happen between your last practice and your tip-off for the game. So that the 12th guy on the team, he needs to be as ready as the first guy. As they're completing their last few sets of drills, we will be looking to see who our starters are going to be, who's going to make an impact on this game. And it's going to be the same format as far as running time. And whoever gets the start and can separate themselves will put themselves in good position to get the win. I'm looking forward to this matchup as I'm watching these guys warm up. I see a couple of guys that are jumping very high. Some guys got that court feel that you can see that they're probably good ball handlers, good perimeter shooters. You get to a certain level of understanding and assessing the game. You can look at a guy and see how he walks and tell if he's a good basketball player.
And it's called the confidence walk. There's certain guys who walk in confidently, and then there's certain guys who walk in with the confidence of they know that they're good.
Right.
And it's just a vibe about them. And like you say, the more time you spend in the game, the more your eye gets refined.
Exactly.
To seeing this talent. Coach, I'm going to take us through a couple of the rules of the tournament, right? The games will consist of 4 quarters of 8 minutes of running clock.
Okay.
The teams will be allowed 2 timeouts, each 30 seconds long. The game clock will be stopped during these timeouts. Halftime intervals will be 3 minutes long.
Okay.
The last 2 minutes will be start-stop in the last quarter of the game.
Okay.
So those are the rules that will be governing.
Exactly.
The play within the lines today.
And very, very fast-paced actions, high turnover. We're going from one game to the next. If you sleep, you might miss something exciting. As the referees are calling the ball, calling the teams to the center. I think we have 1 minute. 1 minute time. 1 minute to tip off. 1 minute to tip off as the players go to the sidelines to receive their final instructions. As you can hear the noise picking up, I believe I got a good sense that we're in for something early in this tournament. Coach. I believe this game might dictate who's playing on Sunday for some hardware.
This might be it. You know, remember there's bragging rights. There's winning the St. John's. Then there's the whole we beat you guys last time.
Yeah.
And I think Pretoria coming to Joburg has always been a challenge or a rivalry in itself.
Exactly.
So this should be one of those we should enjoy right now.
And these guys with the Pretoria and the Joburg matchup, these guys are going to face each other throughout. And when they get to under 16, when they get to 18s and under, when they go to university, they're going to see these same faces that they saw in the under 15 tournament St. John's in 2021. As I said, it was written in the stars. That's the theme for the tournament. Written in the stars, and you're seeing some of South Africa's best young talent on the basketball court. You're preparing for action in game number 2. St. John's versus Pretoria Boys High. You see the players are intently listening to the coach get their last-minute instructions. As Coach Junior, I worked with Coach Junior on many occasions. He's a great young basketball coach. He really relates to his players. And like, as we said before in the first game, he makes things simple for the guys to understand it. He teaches to their level and then challenges them to take that step forward in progress.
I think at the coach at this level, you don't over-explain.
No.
You oversimplify.
Exactly.
Therefore, the kids can just execute. When they're on the floor, they don't think, they just execute on your instruction. And most of the time, those are the coaches who win. And if you know how to extract or instruct, instruct your kids to be intense, you have a far better advantage than the other coach. You know, and that comes from practice and knowing your players.
I was just ready to say that you got to have intense practice to have an intense game mindset.
You got to practice how you play.
Exactly.
You know, you can't. If those sitting at home, you can't be watching the game or practicing at 40% and then hoping that your 100% will be perfect in the game.
It won't happen. I can tell you from experience, it won't happen. There's no on-off switch as far as intensity. Yeah. Once you step between those lines, intensity needs to be at 100. Yeah. Intensity at 100, composure in check. Like we saw a couple technicals the last game, and I think if these guys were witnessing this, they're going to know that the officials are not going to tolerate any extra semantics and various things. They want you to play basketball, keep it moving, running clock. We don't have time. Time for a whole lot of extras. Okay.
Don't answer me.
Huddling up, hands up, means action's about to start. This is the part of the game I love, especially at this level. We talk about the technicals, but overall you see a great display of sportsmanship that's being emphasized at this level.
And at the end of the day, that's what we are here for and are trying to teach the kids.
Yes. Going
forward, great sportsmanship and respect towards each other and officials.
As we see this. We get a pass down low to secure the ball from Pretoria's Boys High. A little confusion as to who retains possession, and it's going to Pretoria. And the pass out. Scramble in the corner, both guys on the floor. Possession to Pretoria. Baseline out of bounds. Looks down low, got an open man shot attempt. No good. St. John's with the rebound, pushing it on the break. Driving low, big man is. Okay, kick back, missed shot. Change of possession. Point guard is surveying the field, see what's available. Baseline, block shot.
Both teams composed, both teams anticipating the other one. You can see these guys know each other, so no one is overstepping or being eager, you know? So the first team to raise the intensity will set the tone for this game.
Exactly. See, we took a couple steps before we put the ball down. That results in a travel violation. Basketball out of bounds for St. John's. As St. John's brings it up, he has a teammate Euro step to the basket with the left hand. That was a beautiful finish for a guy at under 15. Euro step and then take it to the offhand to finish the play.
I mean, that's just explaining that is just complicated because I don't think the way that the Euro step is so prominent, I don't think I'll be able to execute that by myself.
But that was a natural move for him.
Yes.
It wasn't even, he didn't give it a thought. If he would have thought about it, he might have taken an extra step.
It's natural because they practice it so many times now. You know, the skill level has changed throughout the years.
As we have penetration, kick to the corner, lost ball, Pretoria gains possession. As we are early in the first quarter, each team trying to impose their will, establish their identity in this game. Got to drive to the basket, layup, basket good. Have a running score, I believe it is a tied ball game as we speak. As the guard is surveying it, there's nothing there. Now he finds a wide open in the corner. Got a shot, gets the rebound. Shot attempt, no good. Ball to Pretoria. They advance the ball past half court. Entry to the post. Shot, foul on St. John's.
I'm looking at the spacing that both teams are giving each other. You can see that both teams are well coached, are listening to instruction, and giving each other a chance to play. So keys to victory is disrupting the flow and the comfort of the other team. Don't let them be comfortable. Both teams right now are comfortable. They know each other. So take away their strength. Take away their composure, you know?
Yes.
Take away their point guard calling a play. Increase the pace.
And unlike the first contest that we have two teams that are just playing this basic matchup man to man. No one's pressing. So they're coming out like boxers and they're just jabbing each other. No one is going for that kill shot early. They want to see what the other team presents. As you see the Pretoria boys high coach giving animated instructions into his troops. They are back on the court, ready to resume play. As we have 2 free throws coming. And see if he can set the tone for some successful free throw attempts throughout this game. That first one, off the back of the rim. Second attempt. Off the backboard, but it's good. 1 of 2 for Pretoria boys high. As St. John's comes down with a 5-2 lead with 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Penetration, step to the side, but shot attempt no good, but we have free throws forthcoming. 2 shots.
Both these teams are playing the zone, right, Coach? I think it's a 2-3 zone. I would change it up a little bit because strategically, show them a 3-2.
Yes.
Because everyone's just so comfortable. The game, yes, it's going well for both coaches because it's a pace they can both control. I say again, make the other coach's players uncomfortable, and that will then put your team at an advantage.
Exactly.
So change up the zone, go man to man.
Get them out of get them out of their comfort zone.
You know?
Always make them play on their heels and come out of the timeout not knowing how you're going to line up.
The clock is running. Both teams have benches. You know, you've got a lot of players to play with. So
with a running clock, hey, the game goes by quick. So you're getting your guys in and out, keeping that momentum, keeping the tempo to your desired pace. things can work out for you. As we see substitutions now, as if the coach is reading our minds. That pressure in the backcourt. Now you're seeing that St. John's pressure defense come to the forefront, and it results in hurried play. Another shot attempt that's blocked by the St. John's player, and they retain possession and bring the ball up the court. And I believe this is a 2-3 zone that we are seeing that was penetrated by the St. John's player, but he misses the layup. Teammate gets the rebound. He also misses. Yet another rebound for St. John's. And Pretoria boys are out and running with a 2-on-0 fast break. But a missed layup results in no points.
And then one press by St. John's has changed the tempo of the game. Both teams are now rushing. They're playing hard. Pretoria boys is now playing man-to-man and has stepped out. So I feel like the coaches are both listening to us because they both made the relevant changes.
I was surprised to see St. John's not come out pressing.
Yes, I thought they were going to come out pressing from the first play.
Because you know how normally it's a cultural thing within the school. If one team presses, they all like to press. And we've seen that it's a common trait amongst the St. John's team that they like to apply pressure. As Pretoria boys comes, we got an earned pass in the corner. He couldn't corral it. St. John's were inbound and looked to close the gap, trailing 9-5. As a penetration tried to shoot over two guys to no avail. Pretoria boys high, pushing the basketball up the floor, looking for an opportunity to score. We have a tussle in the corner for the ball. You cannot stand up once you're on the ground. That results in a travel. Remember that, young players, if you have to go down to your knees, you cannot stand up. That would require you to take what is officially 2 steps by standing up. So you're down, you must pass it from that position. Okay, let me reiterate on the score. We had a little technical difficulties, but we do have confirmation that the proper score is Pretoria boys high 5, St. John's 5. So we have a tied ball game with approximately a little over 1 minute left in this opening quarter of basketball action. As St. John's inbounds the ball.
This is the intensity I was expecting from both teams from tip-off,
yes,
you know?
Yes.
But like you said, they were feeling each other out and then slowly and gradually say, okay, let's change the tempo and let's play our kind of game and not the game that makes us both comfortable.
As we have a player go to the floor and loses the basketball, Pretoria boys then commits a turnover, gives the ball right back to St. John's. The player drives to the rim, but is unsuccessful in the shot attempt yet. He gets the foul call and will be going to the line for 2 shots.
What's important, since St. John is pressing, if you get the ball and you're a Pretoria boys player, catch the ball, secure the ball first, look up.
Yes.
Because they seem to be dribbling with their heads down.
Right.
And if a team is pressing, that means there's always someone running and there's someone open. So secure the ball and let the ball go. You know, like I will always stress the fundamentals. And the first fundamental of basketball is when you receive the ball, you turn and you face the direction of your goal. That way you can see the whole court and what's available to you. You can't go back on hindsight of what it looked like before I caught the ball. I must turn and I must face and see what I can do. Turn and face and look for the opportunities. You know? The opportunities are not on the floor where you're bouncing the ball, which then speaks to practice. You need to know where the ball is at all times without looking at it. You know, that's what they talk about when they say have a feel for the game. Have a feel for the ball. Know where the ball is. That allows you to use your eyes, your other senses, you know, to distribute the ball. Look for the opportunities. Make your teammates better. You know, create an assist.
And notice I said turn and face, not turn and dribble.
Yes, turn and face.
Yeah, because you might not need to utilize the dribble. Just turn and face, see a pass open, pass the basketball. We're too dribble happy these days in basketball.
And we're talking about the simple fundamentals that you can work on at home. Yes. Pivot step, you know, moving the ball, turn, face, triple threat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
As we see, first shot free throw attempt was no good, but this one is all net, and St. John's takes a 1-point lead. Trapping at half court, coming up with the possession. And we're at the end of the first quarter. I believe we have expired time in the first quarter as the St. John's player was trying to make a beeline to the basket, but time ran out on him. We have a score, I believe, of 6-5 St. John's in the league. We have, as I said before, we have a few technical difficulties as in relaying the information to us. We can't see the scoreboard from where we are, but we will get you the correct information as it is available to us. But it's still a tightly contested basketball game nonetheless. As each team has seen what the other team has to offer, coach will make some substitutions. They will employ various strategies, and we will resume play in the second quarter with St. John's holding on to a slight lead. I must say this is a beautiful morning to get out and play some basketball. It's not too hot.
Not too cold.
The wind is not too heavy.
I'm looking at Coach Junior's body language from where we sit here, and he seems to be saying, guys, let's increase the pressure, right? And look for opportunities, fast break opportunities, and firstly, secure the rebound because they're just as big as us.
Yes.
We should get the rebound first and attack.
Yeah, the rebound, the securing the possession is vital, important. When you look at the team size-wise, and they match up well, so you can't overlook any steps as far as boxing out and securing the basketball properly. As St. John's inbounds the basketball to start the quarter off with a 1-point lead. Point guard is instructing people to where he wants to go. Penetration, missed shot attempt. Teammate gets the rebound, offensive rebound, and conversion. St. John's.
Violation by Pretoria boys right there. They passed the ball to each other and ran back outside, which speaks to the intensity and pressure that St. John's is now applying because now they're just a little confused. You know, we have Pretoria boys in the orange and we have St. John's in white.
And we had a back and forth affair.
Classic case of when you dribble the ball, look up, you get to see what's ahead of you and help your teammate out with an assist.
Exactly. And nice forward pass.
Pretoria boys returns the same favor. When you dribble, look up, you see what's ahead, you can then create opportunities.
Once we get that. And a bucket by St. John's College. Fast-paced action, turnovers here and there, conversions here and there. The team that limits the turnovers will be the team who will separate themselves.
And the turnovers, the pace comes as a result of the St. John's press. You know, they're pressing, it increases intensity. We look at Pretoria boys, they're now sitting in 2-3 zone, very compact,
very
active,
compact,
hands up, making St. John's earn every basket. You know, you can't just walk to the rim. You got to earn your way there.
Yes. As we get another travel violation, 2 steps before you put the ball down, they'll call it every time. And we have a steal from St. John's and a conversion. The press, you got a reaching violation there. You got to slide your feet, don't use your hands. Ball to the side. Pretoria boys inbounding. Got one man trying to beat the whole press, which he did, made a pass, unable to be handled by his teammate. St. John's coming up the court. As we have the 3 attempt by big number 50. No good, rebound. A little pressure in the backcourt. They beat the pressure. But we lose the ball out of bounds on the baseline. And coming the other way.
That's the effect of a press. A press doesn't, like we've mentioned, you don't need to steal the ball. You just need to make the other team play at a pace that they're uncomfortable in making decisions in.
And for all intents and purposes, press in this scenario is short for pressure. We just want to apply pressure.
I am very impressed by the Pretoria boys' defense by not fouling and just being disciplined enough to keep your hands up.
Your hands up in position. Nice rebound. Put back. Rolls off the rim. Coming the other way with St. John's. As the Pretoria boys player gets back into play and recovers the ball. We have a foul call. Out of bounds to Pretoria. Got a pick and roll action going on here. He takes it, turns the corner. No good on the layup. St. John's comes out of the fray, pushing the ball, and one.
What I'm impressed by the St. John's player is that everyone is a player and everyone's looking to create an opportunity. Yeah. No one is playing a position-based basketball, saying, hey, let's get the ball to the point guard, right? Everyone's like, hey, I'm going to get the ball, fill the lane, which means drive the ball up, and the rest of the players are then filling the lane, running alongside him, looking for opportunities to score.
I've noticed that as well. The bigs on St. John's are able to advance the ball just as well as the guards are, which is an added bonus when in transition. Second free throw attempt, no good, but rebound by St. John's, up and no good, but we'll have two more foul shots coming.
And if you are playing zone, which Pretoria boys is doing, and you have athletic, active, big men, which St. John has, you need to put a body on somebody and box out, or else St. John's will continue to have second chance opportunities at the rim at your detriment.
And when they have those opportunities, sometimes the guards need to collapse and give some help.
Pretoria boys is playing a tight zone.
Yeah, very tight.
So there's no excuse for the guards being far out of the three-point line because they're playing it tight, they're keeping compact, trying to force St. John's to shoot that three-point.
And they're not biting.
No, they're not biting.
They are intent on going down low and penetrating, getting the close shots on this Thursday morning with this slight breeze. They want the high percentage shots.
Yeah.
And as we are brought to you by Standard Bank, and this broadcast has been made possible by Super Sports Schools, we welcome you. We thank you for joining us at St. John's Basketball Tournament 2021, where the theme is that it's written in the stars. These are your stars in the game of basketball for tomorrow. Remember some of these faces. You will see them again in the future. You will see them in the next level of university. You will see them in our homegrown league, the BNL. You may see them on the Continental League, the Basketball Africa League. There's a lot of opportunities for the kids opening up these days in the game of basketball in Africa. Eh? As we see the second free throw attempt. Gotta put a little bit more rotation on it. No good, but they're applying pressure off a missed free throw, and we are across half court. The Pretoria boys player going in, contested, but bucket is successful.
And that's how you break a press. You
must
remain
attack.
aggressive and you attack it. You know, you don't lay back on your back foot.
You either attack it or it attacks you.
Yes, the pressure, you know, and that's how you take away the pressure.
I don't know what the alignment is as far as the offensive breaking the press, but I seem to sense a couple of the Pretoria boys players running from the basketball because they're not confident with their ball handling skills.
So they're not active in the field of play right now. And that is working towards St. John's pressure because now the pressure is actually working and no one is helping each other out on Pretoria boys' side.
Exactly. As we get a pass to the high post, he looks around, got a penetration, kick, perimeter J. No good there. And it goes back to the positionless basketball you were speaking about, Scotty. All five guys on St. John's are willing and able to do
participate.
Their ball handling, they'll take perimeter J's, they'll go down low. As we have a substitution for Pretoria. And I believe we're getting a substitution for the St. John's side as well. St. John's ball out of bounds as we resume play. Still in that 2-3 zone.
As we have a privilege of overhearing the St. John's coach saying, I am not blaming you guys. I am giving instruction.
Exactly.
Execute the instruction and focus on the next play, which is evident because his guys are just executing every time, and he has that relationship which you spoke about earlier in the game, that he knows how to communicate with his players.
Exactly. You know, one thing that we try to stress and teach to the kids is we see a pass being forwarded up court and a foul call. One thing that basketball does and any sport does, it teaches the kids to deal with criticism.
Yes.
And instruction and take it and not take it personally. The coach is not attacking you. Your coach is your best friend in the world of basketball. He wants to see you get better as individuals and as a team. And he must share his insight in doing so. Just don't take it personal.
Coach is holding you accountable.
It's accountability.
Accountability.
As we see the first free throw is missed. Second one is up off the backboard, but no good. Rebound by St. John's. And we see the biggest guy in the court who's bringing it up and bringing it up comfortably, which quickly gets them into their set. But a steal by Pretoria boys and the finger roll, and it's all good. And that was at the end of the buzzer. So excellent time management. Excellent time management as Pretoria closes out the quarter. And he's coming down, as you can see, the one-handed extended layup. We call that a finger roll, ladies and gentlemen, and the scorekeeper calls it 2 points. As we go to halftime, the score, St. John's 15 and Pretoria Boys High 11. Game is shaping up as we thought it would. Up and down affair, pressure here and there, turnovers. Somewhat limited. I know each coach is not pleased at the turnovers from their individual teams, but each squad, each team is in the ball game, and they can make the proper adjustments to become more successful in the second half.
Take a break. We're going to ads.
Dinner time. Not without the farm. Water. Not without safekeeping. Distribution. Not without the wholesaler, the retailer, or the bank that backs them all. Dinner time. Not without business. Standard Bank. It can be.
St. John's College Basketball Tournament 2021. As you see, it's written in the stars. And this game, it has been written that St. John's has taken a 15-11 lead over Pretoria Boys High coming out of the halftime. The adjustments are to be made by each coach. What are you looking forward to in the second half, Takani?
Adjustments on St. John's side, apply more pressure. Pretoria Boys has not been able to deal with the pressure once you score, but so play a whole court man-to-man, right? If you score, St. John's, put pressure on them, right? Pretoria boys secured the rebound. They're struggling with the rebound and basically just converting on the other end. It's not that they are not getting chances, they are not converting on the other end. So just add an urgency to your side, because if St. John's scores 2 more points, it's an 8-point game, and you don't want that.
And you know, I think for the Pretoria boys side, I think one of their guards needs to take more command in transition, because it's kind of like undecided on who's going to bring the ball up, and some guys are unsure.
So it's a team game. The whole Pretoria team needs to own the responsibility of breaking the pressure.
Exactly. As St. John's comes up with the loose ball, we got a pass to the top of the key. Pretoria boys settles in the familiar 2-3 zone with a perimeter J. No good. Box out. Deflection. Let's stay this way with St. John's retaining possession. Pass down low. Kick out to the corner. They have a shot. It overshoots the rim. Yet they get the rebound. He surveys the landscape. Passes to his comrade. Goes into the lane. Blocks shot. Teammate gets the rebound. Goes up for another shot. Gets it back. And it's good.
Great tenacity by St. John's player right there. And that's by getting that rebound. Pretoria boys needs to limit that.
Exactly.
In order to get back into this game.
There's the effect of the pressure again, results in a turnover. St. John's has the ball. We got a pass, step back behind the 3-point line. Unable to be handled by the Pretoria boys player. St. John's passes it in, another perimeter shot. His back rim, yet they get the offensive rebound. Passes out, third 3-point attempt. Rebound by Pretoria boys high. They're looking to push the tempo. Pass, block shot. You got a 2-on-1 fast break. Guys on the same side of the floor. He kicks it out to his partner and retrieves the rebound. They reset. Penetration by the big man. Easy layup. As you can see again, he's coming down again. They started the fast break. Blocked by 51. Seconds later, he ends up converting and giving his team the bucket.
And that's what you want to see, a player making plays on both sides of the floor.
Yes.
Active. And we did mention St. John's players are taking responsibility. They're all contributing to the game. They are playing into the game. Pretoria boys, guys, right, are shying away from the game. They're shying away from the pressure. They need to take a collective team effort to get back into this game. And it all just comes from one guy stepping up.
Yes.
You know?
And that's all you need sometimes when you're in a rut, is that one guy to take it upon himself to give my team a spark. And I'm thinking it may come from a little small guard there from Pretoria. I think he has the ability to control the pace and settle his team down a little.
Settle it down, but it all starts with defense.
Yes. You got a penetration, and then we got a blocking foul as a result. Free throws forthcoming. You see, do you notice the little swag with the free throw routine of the shooter?
Yes, I'm looking
look at the side dribble, but it's consistent.
Exactly, and it's all routine. Free throws is all routine.
All routine. He misses both of them. Pretoria boys get the rebound, advancing up court, looking to the corner, kicks it back. We've seen a lot of three-point attempts by St. John's, not very successful, but they've been very successful on the offensive rebound. They're able to make up for the missed shot opportunities and get back to the free throw line.
St. John is taking what the Pretoria boys team is giving them, which is a three-point shot. But what Pretoria boys needs to do is box out. Because St. John's is getting second chance opportunities and they're converting those.
And that's one of the downsides to playing zone, because you have to find someone to box out. So you got to kind of overcommit to teaching these kids. Even though we're in zone, when the shot goes up, you must actively look for someone to put a body on. As Pretoria boys look to bring it up the floor, St. John's is waiting for them for pressure, trying to stop them from crossing half court, which they're unable to do. Beautiful layup. The way he eluded the defender and then laid it up ever so gently above the front of the rim, resulting in 2 points. And they get the ball to the high post, penetration, and we have 2 foul shots coming. As he penetrates, scoop shot in the middle of the court, basket is good.
And that's the aggression we need to start seeing more from Pretoria boys, setting the tempo, asserting yourself on St. John's and not just allowing what they give you.
Exactly.
And that's how you chip away at the lead and get back into the game.
And he was going at a established shot blocker there. And you must attack a shot blocker. If you're timid, he's going to smell that fear. Yeah. Basket good on the St. John's end. As we take a timeout with the score, St. John's separating themselves from Pretoria Boys High by a score of 23-13 with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
And this is what, well, I'm assuming what the coach from Pretoria Boys is saying is that we need to box out. St. John has gotten multiple second chance opportunities. They shoot the 3 or the long range 2, and then Pretoria Boys does not box out, which is what you spoke about earlier. Find somebody, hit them, and then secure the ball, go on the fast break. St. John's is mainly just attacking the glass, asserting themselves on both sides, defensively, blocking the balls, offensively, getting a second chance shot, and converting those.
I agree with you 100%, Sakan. The defense of Pretoria Boys, they're getting them to take the shot that they want.
Yes.
It's just that they're getting those second and third opportunities, which has been their downfall thus far. As we see Pretoria Boys trying to advance against the press. St. John's defender called for the foul. Pretoria Boys inbounding. With the pass down to the post, it goes to the corner. St. John's gets possession. And this is what we talked about in the first game. They're up 10 points. See the patience that they're exhibiting. They know they are in no rush. Time is on their side. They don't have to rush their shots. I wonder how Pretoria Boys is going to counter that if they are going to extend their defense and then try to apply some reverse pressure because they are down on the scoreboard.
Because the pressure is now on them, and they now need to come back and claw back into this game.
Yes.
10-point game.
And another
great intention, just bad execution on that. And that is the aggression you need from Pretoria Boys. You need to have that aggression to get back into this game.
Okay, as we establish possession on the court, ball to St. John's with a 10-point lead. 1 minute left in the third period of this basketball action at St. John's College. We lose the basketball. Let's go the other way with Pretoria Boys High trying to claw back into this ball game. Penetration and pass, but no good on the shot. Rebound St. John. Oh, behind the back. We got a little hot sauce on that play. As you take the step, dishes this to the man going to the middle, but no bucket, but great intentions, all the same.
Pretoria Boys is getting those opportunities. They're just not converting them, you know? But that's the dominance of 51 from St. John's. He's now a shot blocker.
Yeah.
Now everyone is scared that he's going to be around, and now they're all altering their shots without him even being there. And that's the power of a shot blocker.
Yeah, he's a factor whether he blocks the shot or not. As we get the conversion on the last free throw, ball is in bounds. I like the way this young man attacks the basket. He gets good lift and he separates and he finishes more times than not. As we see a score of St. John's 25, Pretoria Boys High 13 at the end of the third quarter. St. John's has opened up a what I would say for a running clock situation, a comfortable lead.
Yes.
I'm looking to see what adjustments would Pretoria Boys High make initially coming back out in this fourth quarter. I believe they must step up the pressure to change the tempo of the game of how they're approaching it from the defensive side.
That is a very key factor to victory. When you step up the pressure, do what St. John's doing, which is now do full court men or 3-2 full court press. You know, some sort of press they need to apply, and secondly, secure the rebounds.
Yes,
because if they're doing all that and still giving up rebounds, that means St. John's just going to continue to dominate them on the glass.
Yes.
So step one, actually secure your glass. Step two, match the intensity and pressure. You know, and if you're St. John's, don't fall for the pressure, right? That's Pretoria Boys will bring it to your table. Move the ball around and take them out of that 2-3 zone, because now the pressure's in them to come show up and play the game.
Yes. Well, I see from these two squads, I see two solid under 15 teams. And when you have a solid opponent, you can't give them anything. Because we speak on the offensive rebounding. Those are gifts, and if you consistently give them to them throughout a game, you're going to find yourself on the losing end of the scoreboard.
Because the 8-point lead that they have is all from the
basically, if we make a review of the stats
yes.
and see the differential between the offensive rebound, that's going to be the glaring statistic
right there.
1 quarter left to play. 24-14, St. John's leading Pretoria Boys High at the St. John's College 2021 basketball tournament. It's written in the stars. As St. John's is inbounding the basketball. Still showing that patience with the lead, looking for their shot, getting it down to the big 5-1. He drives, fouled, baseline out of bounds. They inbounding quickly. Good pass, but greater defense. And I see a sense of urgency on the side of this Pretoria players. They know they're behind. They want to get some points on the board.
They're coming out more aggressive. They're anticipating the ball a lot more. Their hands are up on defense, so their body language has changed from that time out.
And I like what they're doing. They're not just throwing it up from the perimeter, because they realize there's no such thing as a 12-point shot. You're not going to get it all back in one possession.
We have tried, Coach. We have tried, but you got to chop it down, down the lead, a basket at a time, possession at a time.
That was a nice feed from the point guard to the post, unable to convert. Nice drives, nice patience. Just a little out of control at the end. Teammate gets the rebound, puts it up, results in the foul. Have 2 shots.
That is the first time Pretoria Boys has been that aggressive on offense, gotten a second and third chance opportunity at their balls, because normally St. John's is dominating
on the defensive rebound. They are getting the rebounds they're supposed to get. Now, let me ask you, it's a good thing that he took the shot, got fouled going to the free throw line, but it's a catch-22 situation. Time is still running.
Yes.
And you can only hope to get 2 points, which is going to inevitably take off about 30, 40 seconds off the shot clock.
It works against you, so you always need to match the other team's intensity. And if you're getting fouls going to the basket, you need to convert that.
You need to convert those. So and then get to the free throw line quickly and shoot it.
So that you've got 2 points, you've got 1 point, and you're back on defense.
Exactly.
See, we look at Pretoria Boys now. Their hands are up. Everyone's active. They're blocking the lanes, forcing that 3-point shot, and staying active. And this is the intensity that for the first 3 quarters they haven't shown.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Now they're actually matching St. John's energy.
As Pretoria inbounds, Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And he switched up to the left hand that time, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you noticed that, but that is beautiful basketball to see out of a player that's under 15 years old. He's been driving to the basket all game, right hand. This time the left hand was open. He took it, got the basket. And Pretoria is coming back after getting the rebound. And we get a basket on consecutive baskets. As we take a look back at the penetration and the finish with the left hand, bucket's good. That's that swag we're talking about. I believe it's going to be a catalyst for him to add some more excitement to the rest of this game as his teammate tries to add to the scoring to no avail. Here's the defense. St. John's is getting orders to relax from their coach. Settle down, relax.
Which is the right instruction because you want them to be composed. Pretoria boys, the pressure's on them. They need to cover the score.
Right.
You know, so the game needs to come to them.
And there is no shot clock, so there is no hurry. They can pass the ball around the perimeter for the next 4 minutes and walk away with the victory. But the gap has closed. It's 24-19 in favor of St. John's over Pretoria Boys High. So you can't be too comfortable with this time.
No, be composed, not comfortable.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
there's no such thing as comfortable over basketball.
There's no such thing as comfortable. If you're comfortable, the other team improves.
And we have a bucket by St. John's that opens the lead back up to 26-19. A 7-point advantage for St. John's, who regains possession once more and show the patience they've been exhibiting all game, looking for good shots. Penetration through, up, and the basket. We have a foul. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we call in the game of basketball an and-one opportunity.
No, he has a foul. He has a chance to get an and-one.
Yeah,
and-one
opportunity.
If he misses it, yes, the opportunity. If he misses it, it's just a foul.
It's just a foul.
There's no and-one. But like you say, that's the aggression that you need to counter Pretoria boys.
Yes.
You know, and that's how you mum them down.
Yes.
And that's what St. John has done. And it shows, it should be a lesson to Pretoria boys that you need to match the other team's energy.
Exactly.
Because they matched your energy to take away your lead, to take away your tempo, to take away your progress that you've made throughout this quarter.
And when Pretoria boys closed that gap, St. John's responded in kind. Like, you know, it's been 10, 11 points. We're comfortable with it being that. We don't like 4 or 5 point advantage in the fourth quarter. And it's 3 minutes left. We see St. John's under 15 that standing at 28. Pretoria Boys High School under 15 at 19. 9 points, 3 minutes on the running clock. It is a sense of urgency that must be displayed by the Pretoria Boys side. Okay, as we take the floor again. And see, this is a time of game where I, as a coach, I look at my team's body language.
Yes.
I look at individual players' body language.
Yes.
I want to see who's hungry, who wants it, who can go in there with the mentality that we need for this situation to do what we have to do.
But in the timeout, you explain to them, 9-point game, 3 minutes left, this is what we need to do. Because this is where you start teaching them what they call it, situations.
Clock
management
thing.
Situations. So going into the tournament, they know what to do.
Exactly.
They already have those habits, you know. So this is where you coach them up to the finals.
Yes. I always say 90% of coaching is what you do in practice, but there are opportunities, just as you say, where they only see it in game time situations, and then you must, you know, ease any anxieties they might have. Let them know this is what's going on. This is where we are. This is how we're going to proceed.
And you reiterate by the actions they've done.
Yes.
So if I was Coach Junior, I would then say, guys, this is how we secured the lead. This is when I say this in practice. This is what you guys.
I'm not going to ask
did.
you to do anything we haven't already done.
That you are not capable of doing.
Exactly. As we see, a free throw capitalized on by Pretoria Boys High. making it an 8-point deficit, yet the clock is still ticking, and they get the rebound. They regain possession, but are unable to capitalize. And we have a technical assess, I believe, to the sidelines. I didn't see the infraction, but I will take the official at his word. I don't mind we've seen, I believe, 3 technical fouls called.
Yes.
I think this is a good stage of the game to let the kids know, let's play within the confines of the game. All the extra antics and various things that you may see on TV or see at higher age levels, no, that's not what we do here. We just play basketball. We want to teach you the game. We want to teach you strong fundamentals, and we want you to play with great sportsmanship.
We want you to execute the instructions that we give you.
Exactly. Oh, nice rebound. Unable to flip it back in as Pretoria Boys comes down with under 2 minutes to play. A little indecision on their side as to who's going to take it out, who's going to bring it up. As the press is set in by St. John's, they're applying the pressure. It's broken. Now we're going to get a double team on the sideline. And ball out of bounds.
Impressive sequence of play right there, because normally players at this age are fouling. You know, they don't keep their hands up. They kept their hands up, allowed the ball to come to them, stripped it away, off his leg, and got the ball.
Exactly, exactly. St. John's looks to be in good shape as we wind down to the 1 minute mark with an 8-point lead. Still being patient on offense, looking for their shot. But this time, he goes in and he converts after losing the ball momentarily in the lane. 10-point lead for St. John's College under 15 against Pretoria Boys High, who are coming up looking for a successful trip down this time. Shot up, foul, which once again, now we're under the time limit. Now the clock will stop for free throws and timeouts and such. So we're at 52 seconds. St. John's at 30 points. Pretoria Boys High at 20. We have a miss on the first free throw attempt. I'm expecting some pressure from Pretoria Boys on the made basket, but no made basket. St. John's coming the other way. Quick three-pointer from the corner. Overshot the rim. Pretoria Boys on the fast break. Pass and dish. Nice shot, but no layup. The layup was unsuccessful as St. John's brings it up with 30 seconds remaining on the game clock and a 10-point lead. Still patient as ever. This is the composure we've spoken about all game.
I like what Coach Junior has done, because normally Coach be like, stay down, stay composed. No, he's keeping his team attacking.
Yeah.
He's reminding them, we're in a tournament. There's many more games coming. You know, you don't want to let down intensity, because then that sets the tone for the next game.
Exactly. Another shot attempt. As he passes it ahead. And we go down to the final buzzer, ladies and gentlemen. And the score will go down in the record books as it stands down 30, St. John's, 20, Pretoria Boys High. Victory for the St. John's under 15A squad, which was an impressive outing for both teams. Somebody's got to win, somebody has to lose. This time it was St. John's as our winners.